Let's play a new game here, Jeets.
All right.
This is called the Word of the Day. I know this sounds fascinating off the bat. You know, a lot of radio shows will do this. Word of the Day.
Or a fun fact.
And what you do is we'll give you a word, and then this afternoon with Crazy Larry at 5 o'clock, you
Crazy
call
Larry.
Crazy Larry and give him the Word of the
He's
Day.
zany.
And you'll win a prize.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Doing my seal clap here. Seal clap. All right, here's the Word of the Day.
Like
what we're going to do is we're going to give you the
Like
word.
the disfigured singer who was marrying to... Oh, no,
Kiss
the
my
actual seal.
rose on the grave.
Hey, even with that face, he's banging hotter chicks than I'll ever get. Even
Yeah.
with that face.
Plus, that song was fire.
The song was stupid as hell, but I mean,
Whatever.
all
You're
right,
stupid as hell.
I know. Here's the Word of
Oh,
the
you're
Day.
about to go into the pit, Marco.
Well, no, I'm not Mr. Anger. I'm not messing with this guy. All right, so we're going to give you the Word of the Day. We're not going to tell you what it means.
No.
You've got to look that up for
I don't even
yourself.
think we can, to be honest.
That's all right. You will call us at 702-791-1075, and you will use the Word of the Day in a sentence to us. And most creative usage of that word, well, you get prized with the Word of the Day champion.
Yeah.
All right? So what is today's Marco and Jeets' Word of the Day?
Well, it's more of a phrase, but I know if you Google it, it'll be the first thing that pops up. The word of the day is Hot Richard. What is a Hot Richard?
Hot Richard is the word/phrase of the day. So you can jump on your Google machine, get the definition, and call and use Hot Richard in a sentence. Most creative use of that will win champion. You will be crowned Marco and Jeets' Word of the Day champion.
Well, you'll be our first ever Word of the Day world champion,
Exactly
which
right.
is an honor bestowed on only one.
So
and we want it to be you.
So far, virgin territory here. You could enter. You could enter.
I mean, the way I see this playing out is this becomes quite possibly the greatest segment in radio history. And by being the first Word of the Day world champion, obviously when the Hall of Fame is, constructed,
Sure.
You'll be immediately enshrined.
Now, you call and you tell us right now at 702-791-1075.
Ransom just looked it up,
He's
and he is
laughing.
buckled over in tears.
I had to turn off my mic for a second.
I saw that. See how quick he goes from angry to happy?
Oh, well,
a lot of concerns.
I'll
there.
tell you this, man. I don't care how angry you are. You Google Hot Richard, you will smile.
All right, so there's your Word of the Day. Call us now and use Hot Richard in a sentence. You should Google it first so you have good usage of this. And we're not telling you the definition of the word. We're just giving you the word. Your job was to look it up and call and use it in a sentence that makes sense.
Even better than winning the championship belt, it's a hypothetical championship belt.
That's exactly right.
So it's always like, as long as you can picture it in your mind, it's always with you.
Chris.
Yeah, hey, how's it going, guys?
Good, buddy. Welcome to the show. Word of the Day is Hot Richard. Use it in a sentence.
All right, yeah, here's a good one. I gave my wife a Dutch oven. She repaid me with a Hot Richard.
You know what I mean? Sharing's caring.
Yes.
Oh, of course.
It's like the relationship that dues in each other's.
Well, you do me, I do you.
Now, Chris, did you know Hot Richard, or did you have to look it up?
Oh, no, I had to look it up. It was actually really funny. I died laughing when I saw it.
All right.
It's like, instead of you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. It's you
the
Dutch
funny
oven
thing,
me, I'll Hot Richard you.
And the funny thing is, my penis is located on my back, so.
All right. Thank you very
All right.
much, Chris.
Wow.
Appreciate that.
That's
It was nice to know. We wouldn't have guessed it. We've actually got Richard. Hey, Richard, welcome to the show.
What's going on?
All right, buddy.
What's up,
Use the warm version of you in a sentence. Hot Richard.
Well, this morning the sheets were a little cold, and the old lady snuggled up and gave me a hot Richard. Gave me the hottest Richard of all Richards.
Nice job, Richard.
He just Richard the Richard
I
Richard.
love this guy.
It's like I can't say it.
Richard, being that your name is Richard, did you know what it meant, or did you look it up?
No, I actually knew what it was.
Wow.
You did. Oh my God. You are a filthy human being.
Hold on
I
a
love
second.
you.
I still haven't gotten the definition. I don't know what it is. Mark.
All right. This whiskey almost makes me feel as good as a hot Richard on a cold winter night.
All right. All right. Thank you, Mark. Hang on, buddy.
it.
All right. Thank you, buddy, for word of the day. Sabrina, welcome to the show.
Hello.
Hello, Sabrina.
Hey.
Hi.
Sabrina, did you know the word Hot Richard, or did you Google it?
Yes, I know what it is.
Have you administered many a Hot Richards? It sounds like you're giving someone a hot Richard
no,
now.
wait a
They're
minute.
screaming in pain.
Sabrina, are we talking hot Richards in front of a young kid?
No.
What is that?
The kid just read the definition, and now he's crying hysterically.
Sabrina, what is that noise?
Oh, that's my little guy.
Okay. What's the word of the day in a sentence?
So, after the boyfriend and I had, our sexy time, we cuddled and I gave him a hot Richard.
A little bit of a run-on sentence
That's,
there.
it's not quite a happy ending but to that story.
Hey, David.
Yes, sir.
Word of the day is hot Richard. Did you have to look it up?
No, sir.
No,
Wait a
sir.
minute. Are you telling me all of Las Vegas just knows what a hot Richard is?
Pretty much.
We've got to do a better job with these words. Use it in a sentence.
I didn't use a condom. Now I have a hot Richard.
Thank you, David.
I think he used liberties with the definition. Of course, people are listening going, what the hell's a hot Richard? You can actually check out the definition as of right now on the Marco and Jeets Facebook page. Jeets is spelled Jeetz.
Check it out before it has to come down. Tiffany, hello. Tiffany. Hey, Tiffany.
Hi.
She chopping onions?
No, I think she's building a house. That's her nailing 2x4s.
Tiffany, use the word. Go ahead.
I told him I was ready for a ring to resemble our love. He told me he was ready for a hot Richard.
Couldn't hear the beginning.
I couldn't either.
The Bluetooth. Your Bluetooth is getting a hot Richard. Let's get to.
We got Rob on.
We
line
got
three,
Rob. Yeah. What's up, Rob?
Hey, it was freezing out. I actually asked for a hot Richard, but it was a one-night stand from a Plenty of Fish, and she was too overweight, so I never felt any warmth.
You said you found her on Plenty of Fish?
Yeah, it was a one-night stand, so I never felt any warmth.
Okay.
The chick was too overweight. It didn't get to me.
Ah, so you caught a whale and Plenty of Fish.
Went
Gotcha.
whaling. Went whaling.
So he's saying the hot Richard was all encompassed within her and
Yeah.
could not escape.
It was too well insulated
It
of a
could
hot
not-
Richard?
Yes, it could
Yeah.
not escape. I could not feel any warmth.
All right.
Right.
Who's the champion right now?
I got to say, Mark.
I got to say, Mark.
Mark is fantastic. The whiskey comment, he says, man, this whiskey is great. It's keeping me warm, but not as warm as a hot Rich.
Mark, welcome back to the show, buddy.
Hey, what's up, man?
No, everything's fine. You are today's Word of the Day champion.
Yes.
You're the first ever Word of the Day world champion. Obviously,
That is awesome.
this is a huge win. The platform is yours. Who would you like to thank?
That last shot of whiskey, that was really good.
All right.
Shout out to Jack Daniels.
Yeah, Jack D's. No, Jameson. That's my drink right there.
And Mark, wrapping up, will you be back next season for Word of the Day, or are you going to retire on top?
Oh no, of course. I'm gonna defend the championship.
Okay. All right.
You will hear from me.
All right, Mark. Thanks, buddy.
Again, if you're not
thanks.
exactly sure what we're talking about, go to the Marco and Jeets Facebook page. Give us a like. Jeets is spelled Jeetz. And right up there, just right at the top of the page, is the definition of a hot Richard. I promise you, you will laugh.